Hey, so we're going to be talking about an encapsulated crawl space. Which way is the best way to do it? Is it a dehumidifier or is it air conditioning in that crawl space? So I'm in a new build right now, and this particular one is a sealed or encapsulated crawl space. Take a look, you can see there's insulation on the walls. It'd be like a foam board insulation, and there's no wall vents to the exterior. Now, that's a good way to do it because obviously you don't have to have any floor insulation on the main floor if you have insulation on the walls. Now, when you encapsulate a crawl space, you have to figure out a way to keep humidity low, specifically below 60%. Some would say between 50 and 55% is ideal. When you're below 60%, you don't have the opportunity for microbial growth to start to grow on the wood joists above. Now, this particular crawl space has done the air conditioning. So there's ductwork running through this crawl space, as you can see from the main floor system. There's all kinds of ductwork. What they did was they tapped into this supply plenum and they created a vent. It's got a damper on it. It's basically when the air is on, that damper will open and it'll blow conditioned air into this crawl space. Now, one thing that I like that they did do on this is they also installed a passive vent in the floor, on the main floor. So what that looks like is, if we walk over to this way, all right, do you see that? That's a passive vent. That's basically a vent right up into the living room area. So what happens is when the air conditioning system's on down here, it'll blow air out that vent we just saw over there. The air pressure down here will obviously increase because there's air being introduced into this crawl space. So the air will then push its way over to this passive vent and up into the living room. Now, the good thing is you can see this large duct going up right behind the passive vent. That's a return vent. So right up on the other side of that vent in the living room is a return. So theoretically, it's pushing air out of here into the living room right next to the return to be recycled into the system and filtered and then brought back via that vent over in the ductwork. So this is one way to do a crawl space. It is effective. It will contribute to keeping the humidity low. And if we go back over to this area, there again is that supply vent. I've got some humidity readings, as you can see. Let's see, can you see what that looks like? So we are at 57, about 58, 57% humidity going on there. And it's creeping upward as I get it closer to me, and it's catching literally the breath coming out of my mouth. It's creeping up over 60. But with that said, it's sitting in the upper 50s. And that's not too bad. Again, ideal is 50 to 55, and the system's not on right now. So this is one way to do it. This is an encapsulated crawl space, as you can see, with air conditioning supplied to this space, and it's recycled up through the main floor of the home. I prefer an industrial grade dehumidifier because I don't like any air that's down here to be pushed up into the living space. Even though it's relatively clean, there's no signs of any microbial growth or fungus or anything like that. I still don't care for the air down here to be pushed up into the living area. So I would prefer an industrial grade dehumidifier, all the vents capped, and leaving the air conditioning alone. So anyway, have a great day. Hope you understand this concept and an encapsulated crawl space with an AC vent and a passive vent installed. All right, thanks for watching.